Welcome to Virtual Class Notes Concerts, brought to you by Classical Minnesota Public Radio. My name is Gaelynn Lea, and I'm a violinist and songwriter from Duluth, Minnesota. I have a disability called osteogenesis imperfecta, or brittle bones disease, which makes my bones more fragile than most people's. Many of my bones even broke before I was born, which means that my arms and legs healed in a permanently bent position. I use an electric wheelchair to get around, and I got my first wheelchair when I was 2.5 years old. I play my violin a lot differently than most people. Instead of holding it up on my shoulder like this, I play my violin up and down like a tiny cello. My orchestra teacher helped me to figure it out when I was in 5th grade, and even though it looks different, I'm still able to perform music that I love, and I even write my own songs. Just in case you haven't seen a violin before, it is a wooden instrument with 4 strings, G, D, A, and E, and you play it with a bow. The bow is a wooden stick with horsehair strung between the 2 ends and a sticky substance called rosin on the hair that makes noise when you pull it across the strings. This is what my violin sounds like. When I started playing, I performed in a big group orchestra, and we played classical music that was written out on sheet music. But later, I started playing fiddle music, which is a traditional style of music that people used to dance to back in the olden days, way before there was Spotify or YouTube. Lots of fiddle tunes I play today, I learned by ear. This means that I just heard it repeated to me a lot of times, and then I would figure out the melody, and eventually I would memorize it, all without ever looking at a piece of sheet music. Most fiddle music was passed down this way, by ear, instead of writing it down, kind of like telling a musical story around a campfire. Many people think that the fiddle and the violin are different instruments, but they are really the same instrument. Fiddle is just a term for the style of music.